USC top 5 newcomers for 2022. Get used to hearing the name Williams. Welcome to the Voice of College Football. We break down USC like nobody else each and every day with you. Best discussion, debate, and analysis. And of course, if you have not heard, we have a new USC live stream that comes your way every Tuesday at 4 Eastern, 1 p.m. where it counts there on the Pacific Coast. Every Tuesday with Matt Zemek from Trojans Wire, and we hope to have some other guests as well. All right, let's get to Athlon's top 5 newcomers to USC football, and we tack on 4 more. Start with Williams, the one that you're probably familiar with and should have the greatest impact. Caleb Williams, Oklahoma, of course. He's reunited with Lincoln Riley. And he flourished once he was inserted into the Oklahoma lineup when Spencer Rattler faltered in the first half against Texas and was down by 3 touchdowns. And, of course, Caleb Williams took off from that, and that was that. Led the Sooners to a comeback victory of epic proportions with 55 total points, 65% completion percentage, 21 touchdowns, 4 picks as a freshman. That is a remarkable touchdown to interception ratio for a freshman, almost 2,000 yards passing, over 400 rushing, 6 touchdowns. Now again, he comes to USC and will thrive, you would think, in that Lincoln Riley attack. All right, another Williams via Oklahoma's, of course, Mario Williams. Second on the team with 35 catches, almost 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. He was one of the top wide receiver recruits in college football in 2021, immediately stepped onto the field and inserted himself as a playmaker. So Mario Williams, one of the top 5 newcomers, certainly to USC football. All right, then we've got C.J. Williams. He comes via the high school route, the 10th rated wide receiver in the country, 6th rated player in the state of California, and number 73 overall. Caught 51 passes this past season for 830 yards and 12 touchdowns. You also see his overall career statistics from high school. C.J. Williams is our third, and I believe, let me check the list, our final Williams of the USC bunch. Also coming in from the high school ranks, the much anticipated arrival of Raleek Brown, the running back, third-ranked running back in the country, number 2 player in the state of California, number 42 overall, over 1,100 yards rushing, 7.9 yards per carry as a senior with 15 touchdowns. You see his overall numbers there as well. And then, my goodness, we've got cornerback Damani Jackson, who almost went to Michigan, committed to the Maize and Blue, but made his decision to stay in Southern California. The 2nd-rated cornerback in the country, a huge, remarkable addition considering the woes of USC's defense last season, bottom 3 in the Pac-12 under any reasonable metric. Damani Jackson, also the number 1 rated player in the state of California and a top 5 player nationally. The stats don't mean much. They didn't throw his way. 67 tackles, 5 picks for Damani Jackson. All right, those are the 5 presented by Athlon. I give you one, Travis Dye, one of the most prolific running backs in the history of Oregon football. Almost 1,300 yards. You see the stats below. 6 yards per carry, 16 touchdowns this past season. Caught 46 passes out of the backfield. So Lincoln Riley will utilize him, of course, as a pass receiver. Over 3,000 yards rushing in his career at Oregon. He may see his former teammates in the Pac-12 championship game. Then we also have Shane Lee, Alabama. Has not played much football the past 2 years due to injuries. Stepped onto the field in 2019 for the Crimson Tide due to injuries and asserted himself. 86 tackles that season, 6.5 tackles for loss and 4.5 sacks with a pick for Shane Lee of the Alabama linebacking corps. So a huge addition there along the lines of Damani Jackson in trying to improve a USC defense that was deplorable in 2021. Also, safety, Zion Branch, 6th-rated safety in the country. And also the top-rated player in the state of Nevada, 109 tackles and 6 interceptions in high school. And then finally, the latest addition is linebacker Eric Gentry, who impressed in his first season as a true freshman at Arizona State. So USC got to see him up close and personal in 2021. He played 10 of 13 games at Arizona State with 5 tackles for loss, a sack, and 45 total tackles for Eric Gentry. And he was not supposed to be this much of a playmaker at the collegiate level as the 44th rated strong side defensive end in the country, an edge guy, and a top 800 player nationally. So he's played above his recruiting ranking, at least as a freshman at ASU. Now he plays for USC. So the high-profile guys come via the offense with Brown and the Williams boys. But on the defensive side, Damani Jackson, Shane Lee, Eric Gentry, Zion Branch should make the USC defense markedly better, along with Alex Grinch as the coordinator. So our thoughts about USC football, we've got 9 key additions. Your thoughts below right here at the Voice of College Football. And don't forget, Tuesday, 1 Pacific time, USC Live. Be here. We answer all your comments and questions.